Nearly 50% of people who get a university degree never actually use it for their career. Think about that for a second. All the hours, all the studying, all the late nights, and for half of the people, it doesn't really apply to what they're gonna do anyway. It's like learning how to train about nutrition, but then never actually stepping into a gym. Now, I'm not saying don't go to uni because obviously I go to university myself, but I'm saying that there is a new way in 2025, and that is the title of this video, which is to start a side hustle. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't starting a side hustle risky? Well, experience is more valuable than any degree. So actually not starting a side hustle can actually be more risky than if you had started one. I mean, just look at it like this. If I needed someone to help me train at the gym, who's going to be more valuable to me as a personal trainer? Someone who studied sports management for 4 years, or somebody who actually spent 4 years personal training people and has experience for 4 years? Well, it's obvious, you're gonna go with the person who's actually done it and not just read about it. So let me explain why having a side hustle while studying at university at the same time can be so beneficial to you. Starting a side hustle just means doing something early. Even if it doesn't make you a ton of money right now, it builds the foundations for the skills that you can use later in life. This could be freelancing, selling something online, selling some sort of information, helping communities out, video editing. It can be anything really. It's just the principle of doing something that forces you to learn outside your school and outside your comfort zone. Something that pushes you to figure stuff out and actually provide value to people. Look, when I was 18, I started my first side hustle and it failed and I made so many mistakes. But those mistakes and those failures taught me more than any textbook that I've ever read at university ever did. It then led me to make my second side hustle, which failed again, but then it led me to make my third side hustle, which finally became an actual profitable business that I'm still running right now. Let's say you don't even know what you want to do, and that's fine. That's completely normal at the end of the day, but you can't let that be the reason that you do nothing. Just look at it like you're going to the gym. You don't go once and you expect results. You go 4 to 6 days a week, maybe 1 to 1.5 hours. On the first week, you're gonna feel the exact same. On the second week, you're not gonna see a really big change. But after 30 days, 90 days, a whole year, you're gonna build discipline, you're gonna build strength, and you're literally gonna look complete night and day to what you did a year ago. And that's the same with side hustles. And really, that's the same with anything in life. If you spent just 1 hour a day trying to solve real problems, building something, testing, trying something new, and how to actually do things more practically, then after a year, you're gonna learn so much more that your future self will thank you for. So, how do you start? What does actually starting a side hustle even look like? Well, it's actually more simpler than you think. A side hustle, at its core, is just solving problems. That's it. It's just something you do on the side to earn money, and you earn money by solving people's problems. It's as simple as if you can help someone who has a problem and you can provide that solution and they're willing to pay you for it, that's automatically a side hustle. For example, if you're good at making videos, then edit videos for people. If you're good at training, then just help people get fit. If you're good at social media, then help local businesses grow online. And over time, the more successful you are in helping people solve their problem for money, the better your side hustle becomes, and eventually it can turn into a business or it can change into some sort of life-changing experience. But let's dive back into the main reason 99% of people don't start a side hustle in the first place, and that is, how can you solve problems when you don't know anything yet? Isn't that why you go to university in the first place? Well, it's kind of like I said at the beginning of the video. 50% of students who graduate don't even use the degree they have. So clearly, the strategy isn't to just wait until you know everything. Even if you don't know much right now, you probably most definitely know something that somebody else doesn't. And that's where you ultimately start. So what I suggest that you should do is, when you have free time, and you do have free time, I know you do, is to just spend 1 hour a day just trying to solve somebody's problem, and do it for a few weeks and up to 1 to 2 months. And see how you feel. Again, it goes back to the gym example. You can't expect to do 1 session and get ripped after that. Things ultimately, they do take time. So you have to apply the same analogy to starting a side hustle. You can't do it once and expect great results. But what does it actually mean to start the side hustle? Like, what kind of things do you need? Well, to be honest, people overcomplicate it a lot. You don't need logos, website, all of that stuff. You only need 3 things. You need a problem there is to solve. You need a way to take payment, And thirdly, you just need someone who's willing to pay for you. There are always going to be problems that have to be solved, and today getting paid is easier said than done. The only thing you need is somebody who's actually willing to pay you for it. And it's true, if you have the solution to someone's problem and a way to get paid for it, how are you actually going to find the people who are willing to pay you? That's why I think that social media and posting is the best place to find people that are searching for the exact problem that you can provide the solution for. Even if you're not a very good video editor, okay, and you're doing a speaking video about solving someone's problem, that's enough even if you have minimal editing in it. And you don't need crazy tools either. I mean, seriously, all you need is a phone and Wi-Fi. That's it. With a phone and Wi-Fi, you can do it all. Obviously, laptop is a bonus, but if you just have Wi-Fi and a phone, those are really the only two tools you need to start solving people's problems. The thing is, like, starting a side hustle doesn't even cost you money. You can do it completely for free. It's not really about choosing school or side hustle. You can kind of do both at the same time, and that's the point of it. So once you're finished 4 years of university, you also have 4 years of experience running a side hustle. I mean, look at the worst case scenario. Even if it's not for you, then that's completely fine. You haven't lost anything significant, and then you just try something else. And even if it fails, the experience that you learn from it is going to be so much more than everyone who didn't even try at all. But if you really are stuck with this, then I've left my Instagram link to the description, and you can send me some sort of DM and I'll respond as quick as I can, and I'll try and help you guys out. If this video helped, drop a like, comment on what you're working on, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.